Hello everyone, welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So if you are familiar with the channel, as you can see, I tweaked the intro. So let me know in the comment section below what you think of it, if it's more helpful with you selecting your piles. And even if you are not familiar with the channel, welcome, okay? I want your feedback as well, so definitely share that with me in the comment section below. Today's reading, it is a pick a card reading. It is timeless and love based. We're going to be looking at what makes your person feel jealous, okay? How it makes them feel. We'll probably get thoughts and actions as well, but we're going to focus on the feelings. That said, we don't hold back here. If we get other tea, we will share it with you all, okay? So I want to say this was a request, so if you have those, share those in the comment section for me as well, okay? So I will say this applies to all types of romantic connections. I know people often ask, this can apply to your ex, it can apply to your crush, any secret admirers, it can be your current partner, twin flame, soulmate. If you are incredibly single with no person in sight, your next connection, we could get a little bit of information on how your next partner may react to jealousy. So it could apply in various ways, okay? Now I do have this tarot deck. I have a few oracle decks based on love, and I love to pull out those astrology based decks so we can get clarity on possible zodiac placements, houses that may impacting the connection, and overall synastry, and possibly some transits as well, as we get that information sometimes as well. So this is the moment in which I repeat and describe the pile selection from the intro for those that may be visually impaired, or if you simply like to hear me describe the piles to help you select, this is when that happens. Pile 1, it is the pink, no. Pile 1, it is the red and orange crystal. So some of you from pile 1 are going to want pile 2. So pile 1, it is the red, orange, lighter. Okay. Pile 2, it is the pink, purple, fuchsia colored lighter. And pile 3, it is the blue, green, could be aqua, could be turquoise colored lighter. Okay. Like lighter as in lighting a match. Okay. Fire. So I'll give you a moment to select your pile. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile 1, if you selected the red or orange lighter, then this is your reading. Let's see what makes your person jealous, okay? Let me shuffle this deck. And get some answers for you, okay? Pile 1, what makes your person jealous? All right, I got 2 cards. Let me see. Ooh, that's funny. Let me see what the other one is. So you have 2 cards in reverse. You have the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords. So when this person feels like they don't have your attention and your affection, it basically it puts them on guard, right? You have the Knight of Wands at the bottom. So far, I will pull another one before I close this out with the tarot and take the bottom, but just to develop this energy. So not gender specific, you have the Queen and King. It's kind of 2 people that are very different, right? One that is very logical minded, and then one, even the imagery, right? You have a darker shaded feminine, you have a lighter shaded male. So it's like it gives the energy of 2 very different personalities, right? 2 very different people, right? One that is very intuitive, emotionally based, possibly more feminine. One that is more logically, I guess, fact based, and a little more masculine. Those are the 2 energies coming through for you. And with that difference in personality, this person worries that this is if it's an existing connection, or they wonder if you would be more interested in someone that is a little more like-minded to you. So they get jealous when they think about you wanting to be with someone a lot more like yourself versus them who seems to be more of a contrast, right? Like that's what makes this person feel jealous, thinking about you wanting to be someone more like you. And then you also, and again, not gender specific, but again, take it where it fits for you. Varying personality types, varying types of people. But also when this person feels like you hold back your feelings, when you hold back your conversation, you hold back, like when you pull away from them, that makes them feel jealous, because it kind of leaves their mind to interpretation. It makes them have to think about what you're doing, where you are, and whatnot, because they're not hearing from you, because they don't see you or whatnot. That's why we have the reversals, right? You've got the Queen of Cups in a very emotional sense of like feelings, and would be very open and receptive. Well, in reverse, it's someone that's withholding that information, right? Withholding those feelings. And then again, the King of Swords being very logical minded, being very open and expressive, and communicating very clearly and straightforward. You have somebody that's kind of being a little possibly wishy-washy, especially with the Queen of Cups. That could be illusions. It's feeling like someone that is not communicating, not speaking, not being honest, not being straightforward, like not sharing where they are, not sharing their plans, not sharing what they're doing, not answering the phone, or giving short, not descriptive answers, that kind of thing. It, again, Knight of Wands at the bottom, makes this person kind of, it makes their mind wander, and it kind of makes them anxious with that Knight of Wands. So let me get one more, and I'll take the bottom, and then we'll move on to those oracle decks. So yeah, very straightforward energy. Okay, so I have one I'm gonna take one, not all of these, because a bunch of them jumped out. But just so you know, like, it makes this jealousy gets this person going. We're not going to develop that energy. I actually have a concept in mind for the same topic, but like it gets this person going. Let me get myself together, because I have the I'm trying to, I have the bottom of the deck here, and I have the card that I'm taking, which is the Lovers, okay, upright. And the cards that I'm not gonna put on the table, but I'll just let you see. You have the Sun, and you have the Page of Wands. So it makes this person very passionate. It really gets them going when you put them in a position of being jealous, or when they get themselves worked up enough to be jealous. Like jealousy is like passion for them. Like it keeps them engaged and interested. I don't know if that's healthy, but that's kind of how this person is. Okay, so yeah, so with the Lovers at the bottom and the Hangman, it's like this person, when this person feels like they're losing control, they're losing power. Again, Hangman, that is Pisces energy, that's 12th house energy of illusions, fantasy-based thinking, letting their mind wander. When they feel like they're losing control, they try to regain it with all of that fiery energy that came through just now, and all of those cards that I would not take. So yeah, that's what it does. It gets this person all worked up and makes them feel like they have to move and be action-based and kind of conquering and whatnot to get your affection back in the Lovers card. Because after we talked about earlier, the lack of information, the lack of clarity, the lack of communication, the lack of you expressing your feelings, it really puts them in a position of what's going on with pile one. Because the Lovers card is Gemini, Mercury energy. It is energy of, it rules, Gemini rules the 3rd house of communication. So again, it makes them want to be very active and aggressive as it relates to communication and knowing where you are and knowing how you feel. It puts them kind of in chase mode. So like I said, Pisces energy, not knowing what's going on and wanting to find that clarity in that Gemini energy coming through. And those could also be placements for one or both of you. But again, it's feeling like that's kind of the nature of how they're feeling and their communication. They do not like being in the dark as it relates to you. They do not like having to guess. They want to know what's going on. Like if anyone asks, oh, what's going on with pile one, they want to be able to say exactly what's happening. They don't like not knowing. So that's kind of the thing. So like they'll actually begin to ask around other people, like what's going on with you, if you begin to shut them out or close them out, because it becomes kind of an obsessive energy of needing to know what's going on with you. Again, could be toxic, but doesn't have to be. Could just be curiosity or just the need to control, their way of expressing their passion and their need to be close to you. That's just how they are. Again, could be toxic, but doesn't have to be. Varying personalities, varying people stepping into the power right now, okay? So let me pull from these astrology-based decks. But yeah, this is a person that does not like to be in the dark, and they are very jealous natured. Just in general, like it's not just you that makes them jealous. They have jealous tendencies in general as it relates to romantic connections and relationships. So let me pull from this Spirit de la Lune deck and get more information on what makes them feel jealous. Let's see. Great. Expansion. So it kind of at the bottom you have rejuvenate, so refreshing, and these energies are very similar, right? Rejuvenate is like kind of like a spa day vibe. Like it's not necessarily that literally, but it feels like being refreshed, being in your best version of yourself. And it's not that this person doesn't like to see you be the best version of yourself. It's not that your person doesn't, but they don't want to feel as though you are progressing at a faster rate than them. So if they feel like you're in a position where you may outgrow them, or like, again, especially because you two are very different in expressing yourself, they may feel like you're going to get whatever they're not giving you. Or if you have different love languages, I could see that with these two very, very different personality types, and that Queen of Cups and that King of Swords, two very different people. So I could see this person feeling like, okay, Power One's definitely going to find somebody that's a lot more like them, especially as they begin to progress, especially as they develop, as they take care of themselves, as they get more in shape, start looking better physically, feeling better mentally, evolving, expanding financially in their career. They're going to definitely find somebody, one, that has more in common with them, and two, someone that's better than me. Not saying that you would do that, not saying that anybody else would be better than this person for you. That's just where their mind goes, and they start like their mind goes into overdrive of thinking of all of these random scenarios and the hangman of you like moving on from them, and it just really gets them worked up. But it also makes them begin to again chase, pursue, and be very active romantically with that Lovers card. So let me pull from this other astrology based deck so that I can get more clarity on what makes this person feel jealous. But yeah, definitely you growing and evolving. It makes them, this is the person that would kind of be a little bit competitive with you. Like they don't want you to surpass them in any way. So you do inspire them to be better, because they constantly want to be one step above you, only because they feel like their only advantage to being with you or having a chance at you is being above you. Like you wouldn't want them if you had if you were doing better than them, either financially, in your career. Like if you glowed up physically, like you wouldn't want them anymore. You try to find somebody like that's more in alignment with you. That's where their mind goes. I'm not saying that's you. I'm not saying that would happen. I'm not even saying you even see them in the light like they're lacking, or that someone else could be better, because it doesn't have to be the case that this is real, right? Like this is again purely Hangman, Pisces, 12th house energy of just fantasy based thinking. Like some of you it's true, like you may glow up and be like, you know what, it's not working with this person, let me move on. But others of you, it's not even something that's crossing your mind. It's just their mind going wild, hyper thinking and whatnot, overthinking, because Gemini energy could also be overthinking. Okay, let me, what is this card here? Mars. Yes, again, chasing energy, right? Mars, move forward, defend self. It makes them very aggressive, not necessarily in a toxic way, but could be. You know your person, I don't. I'm just a reader channeling these messages. But again, Mars is the god of war, chasing, conquering, competing for love and affection of someone, most likely you, Power One. So again, they get really worked up when thinking of these things. But again, Mars is also action. It is moving forward. So as you expand, as you rejuvenate, as you proceed in your life, it makes this person feel incredibly threatened, right? Especially Earth, persistence, patience, practicality at the bottom of the deck. It is something that makes this person feel inferior. It makes them feel, it triggers their insecurities, okay? It makes them feel a little bit inferior because they can see your potential. And with the Lovers card, like you can see how he's clinging on that one. Again, not gender specific, but it feels like and also I'm realizing that imagery on that Lovers card is also two contrasting energies, two very different individuals. So that could be the case for your connection to very, very different individuals. And that triggers their insecurity. If there is like a religious difference, a cultural difference, any type of difference in worlds where you two come from, it makes this person feel jealous when they see you engage with people that are like-minded, that are very similar, that are on the same page as you, okay? Again, a deep fear of you seeking out your equal, and this person feeling like that most likely wouldn't be them. Okay. But again, earth, that persistence, patience, practicality, like being practical about the differences and whatnot. Like this person feels like the more you ascend, the more you're going to realize how unpractical the connection is, and that freaks them out. It makes them concerned, especially when we talk about when you pull back emotionally or when you pull back communication. It makes them start thinking, oh, like in their mind, when you do that, it's like, oh, the time is now. Like this is the time when they're starting to realize they can do something else. They don't need me. They can be with someone else. They could have anybody they want. They could, be with somebody that's doing better financially, that looks better physically. Like that's the types of thoughts that they have when you pull back. Okay. Especially when you pull back to focus on expansion, on bettering yourself, self-care. It's like, oh, like, why are you trying to glow up like this? Is it because like you're planning to leave me? Like that's the kind of energy. And you have communication is the biggest thing. Okay, I'm not, for you, Pawan, communication is the biggest piece for this person. When you're not talking to this person, that is the jealousy. Like it's always, they're probably like the most extreme cases that when you're not talking to them, they think you're talking to someone else. But some of you on the lighter end of the spectrum where you know your person, some of you, you're asking what makes this person feel jealous, but this person is not naturally jealous. They may get feelings of jealousy, but they don't like dwell on it. Like they move on. This person, overall, either you not talking to them or you giving, like having conversations with other people, talking to other people, they don't like it. You have your card that came out from the Moonlight deck is New Moon in Gemini. Communication is key. It is in reversed. Okay, it is in reverse. So let me get this. I dropped cards, but it's fine because they were not at the bottom. The bottom is again Gemini energy of the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. So like I said, this person needs conversation. Third house themes are key in this connection as it relates to jealousy. So communication has to be, so like with communication is key in reverse. It's like, okay, that is what triggers this person's jealousy, period. Anything related to communication, whether it's you not communicating with them, whether it's you communicating with other people, like whether it's their thoughts or fantasy-based illusions or interpretation of communication you're having with other people. Like if they see you talking to someone and they feel threatened by the connection, that'll trigger their jealousy. Like if you're talking to someone they don't like, it'll trigger their jealousy. If you're talking to someone that they see as competition in that Mars card for your love, it's going to trigger their jealousy. So that is how that is pretty much it for this person. Okay, the answers you need are coming. Again, this person is the type to confront you on these types of conversations, on you not talking to them or on you talking to other people, because they're going to charge in wanting to talk, even if that's not their natural expression, even if they're not naturally like talkers. They want to talk when you're not, because like why aren't you talking to me, right? That's the conversation. It's like, Power One, what's going on? Why aren't you talking to me? That's the energy from your person. So I'm going to include Melanin Pop today because I love how eclectic the messages are. There's like I don't want to say that the cards are random. They do all have points and intentions, but you could use it for anything, and it's just a plethora of messages. So I want to pull and see what I get for you, Power One, and what makes your person jealous. Okay, and this Gemini energy of twins could be those of you that I already got the card, so I'll pick it up in a second. It's on the floor. Those of you coming through this heavy Gemini energy does not have to be Gemini placements or even third house energy. It is third house energy based on the nature of their jealousy, but it could be, like we mentioned in the intro, twin flame, soulmate connections, a couple that is mirroring one another, just definitely a couple that mirrors each other. So like you likely get jealous in the same ways as them. Again, we've got that kind of yin yang vibe in all of the cards that came out describing the coupling that would be you two, and the varying, like the contrasting energies of you two. So that is a confirmation of the connection, and that this is your pile. I wanted to say affirmation. This person needs reassurance. This person needs words of affirmation from you. So again, if you value the connection and you want it to develop, you have to affirm this person, not in a needy sense, like not in a codependent sense, but again, it seems like there's extreme differences in personality or cultures, or even could be language, a difference in in the way you both communicate, definitely a difference in love language that needs to be worked through for this connection to proceed. So let me get so you've got forest. It landed in reverse. It says unknown, darkness, unconscious mind. Again, it's the same Pisces energy of your person's mind wandering and not knowing what's going on and feeling at a loss. Especially, like, I love the confirmation we have here at the bottom. It says time apart, boundaries, no contact, give me space. So when you pull your energy back, when you pull your love, your affection, your emotions, your communication back, that's when this person really begins to feel it. So I don't know if that's healthy or not. I'm not saying it isn't. I'm not saying it is. Could be some issues with emotional maturity. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put this deck. Let's just put it here. Could be some issues with emotional maturity coming through, and expression and communicating and just not knowing how to do that effectively, that you two may have to work through as a couple, because it's not necessarily that the one or either of you are poor communicators, even though it is for some of you in the pile. It's just that you two don't necessarily communicate well with each other. Like, lots of passion, lots of emotions and everything there, but you don't know how to express it to one another. And again, because you're very, very different and you both communicate differently. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's just something to work through and to keep in mind. So let me pull from these love-based decks. I'm not going to develop that energy any further because I don't want to keep repeating myself. But that melanin pop message was exactly what we've been talking about this whole time, right? When you pull back and how they feel lost and their mind begins to wander. So let's get more messages on what makes this person jealous. We've got two. Okay. Exactly. That's what does it. This person has some deep insecurities and fears as it relates to this connection. I will say, I can get from these cards, this person sees you as their one, their true love, the person they'll spend the rest of their life with. I don't know if you feel that way, but that's how this person feels, part one, because it's all a fear of you eventually leaving them. A fear of you eventually moving on to something that is more comfortable, familiar, than dealing with them and whatever their stuff is. Because at the bottom, you have transitional love. And transitional love says you're attracting a relationship that serves as a transitional role, could be the perfect pastime. They think that they're on borrowed time with you. They feel like anytime their jealousy is triggered, they're thinking it's a matter of time before Pile One moves on into better horizons, right? Until they expand. So that's what happens, right? Like, it's a transition, like it's temporary, and eventually you'll reach a point where you no longer need them and you'll move on to something more fulfilling, more passionate for you, something that gives you what you need more in a connection. So let's see, you got this one upright. Fun connection. It says there is nothing better than being with someone who adds fun to your life. Enjoy the adventure and be happy. And then you have this is in reverse. It says you'll meet someone. It says office affair. I'm trying to be mindful of the imagery. It says, I'm trying to put it in a place where I can read. There it goes. You'll meet someone at the office or connected to work. Tread carefully. So that's a confirmation for some of you. But it came out in reverse. So I'm going to put it like that so that we don't have to see that imagery. But fun connection and office affair at work. I'm getting so many messages from those two cards. So some of you, this person feels, again, transitional. This is just temporary, somebody to have fun with, someone that you don't take seriously, right? Office energy is work that is very serious energy, committing to the work, committing to the long term. So they're thinking it's a temporary, just until you get yourself together, then you'll move on to something that you take, or someone that you take more seriously. Some of you, this person feels like they may be that King of Swords energy and you're that Queen of Cups energy of needing that passion, not gender specific. It's just that's the case, or flip it, right? Flip it. One of you needs more fun and the other's very, very serious and work focused and career driven and just really kind of, I don't want to say a stick in the mud, but just hyper fixated on this energy of this office energy, this work energy, and evolving and growing and expanding without enjoying the connection or just life in general. So that's kind of the incompatibility here, or kind of the issues that need to be sorted through in a connection, where that balance, where that compromise would need to happen. But yeah, that's a lot of the energy coming through. Some of you may honestly just like there's the fun energy, and then there's the office energy. Like it could be like a work situation for some of you. I know that 10th house energy does come through a lot for my readings, so that could be the case. Let me pull from the Black Hollywood Romance Stars deck. Let me pull from that one and see what we get. Pile 1. What makes them jealous? I'm already seeing when you're out having fun while this person's working, it really, like, Mars is jumping out. Like, it becomes a thing. Like, if you're having fun while this person's working, they do not like it. It makes them jealous. Some of you, if it's the opposite as well. Some of you, if they're out doing something and you say no because you want to work, they feel like there may be someone at your job holding your attention, and it's making their mind wander about that person specifically, okay? Or people that they feel like you could connect with, especially if we're talking about you ascending in your career and them not, or them at a slower rate than you. Then like they're feeling like you're at work, possibly you have potential suitors that may be on your level more, because again, you've ascended to a certain point, so your colleagues, your co-workers are also at that level with you, and they may not be, so they're intimidated. Like some of you, they don't think you're actually working, they think you're having fun, they think you're like socializing, flirting, and testing the waters at work. Okay, the card that came out, it is in reverse. Goodness, communication. Like you two, if this is an existing connection, you two need to talk it out. Like legitimately, pile 1 for sure. Okay, you have telepathy. It says pay attention to the telepathic messages that are being sent and received at this time. It is reverse. That's how it came out. Now, we talk about all of that 12th house energy and whatnot, and all of the communication. Like you two kind of may have like a bit of a psychic, subconscious connection, and like this person gets feelings, but they don't know exactly what. Like one, it's like okay, pile 1, I can't read your mind, you need to talk to me, and it's also I get these feelings, but I don't like, not knowing if they're real or not. Like, can they trust their instincts? Like they may feel like you're cheating on them, but they don't know if that's true. Like you're not talking to them, right? Like trying to read your mind, trying to figure out what it is that you're thinking and doing. That's that energy that we've been talking about this whole time. At the bottom, you have butterflies. I love the imagery here. It's giving mirror, okay? It's giving mirror. Like I said, those of you that are on that twin flame journey, this is your pile for sure. Love that for you. Everyone else, if we're not big on like all of the different labels, I use it to describe the energy and to help you find your readings. Because again, if I don't express it, then you can't find it. I won't show up in the search. So, but again, telepathy. Look at this, right? Look at these images. The forehead, right? It's a coupling. So it's mirroring. So you've got it upside down and then you've got it upright. That mirror energy that's been coming through this entire reading. You two are mirroring one another, regardless of what labels you identify with. Even if you're even not even familiar with these labels that I'm using, doesn't matter. That's just the energy of you two mirroring. So I truly believe, pile 1, that I'm describing you as well. Like what makes you jealous, okay? It's in the butterflies card. It says, enjoy the overwhelming excitement and bliss of new and old love, okay? Don't force each other to read each other's minds, okay? So I'm gonna put this over here. Maybe I can slide it. Okay, you can see it a little bit. So I'm gonna put it there, but it's saying like to just enjoy one another and express and communicate with one another. Don't force each other to guess, to be thinking about what's going on, creating all of these illusions and drama where there possibly isn't even any. Like if you two would just express yourselves effectively with one another, or tell each other what it is you need or how you communicate, then that would be the case. So I will say, I'm going to pull 2 from this deck because I want to know what this is all about. You have release your ex. That is a confirmation for some of you. The time has come to clear your energy. So some of you, we are asking about an ex and it's telling you to release that individual. Others of you, there's a lingering ex in one or both of you's lives that this person, like that is like triggering jealousy. So make sure that this person isn't impacting your connection. And then I also, a third scenario is when you cling to past energies of how an ex may have treated you and expecting your current or future partner to treat you the same way, and having all of these fantasies and these illusions. And when this person isn't talking to you, or when that person, like you know what I mean, like it doesn't have to be you, it could be that person as well. Like when that person isn't hearing from you, they're thinking of their ex and how their ex did them, and all of the pain and trauma associated with those connections. So that is some energy coming through. I'll pull one more. I will say it does say let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. So that is kind of what's happening with them and you, since we have all of this mirroring energy. So I got one more, and then I'll pull from my last deck. Yeah, taking yourself way too seriously. You have playfulness. It says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So we have, where is it? Fun connection, there it is. Playfulness reverse, right? You have office affair in reverse, playfulness in reverse. Like you're not allowing the connection to be fun. You're like, one of you is not doing that, and it could be both of you, but one of you isn't allowing the connection to be fun. You're taking it very seriously and making it harder and more complex than it has to be because of the fear of the differences you both share. So at the bottom you have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So again, that is a confirmation of bringing more fun into the connection, making more effort. But that is this person's response to jealousy. They don't think it's funny. They don't think it's, like they don't think it's a joke. Like if they're feeling jealous, it's not a game, and it puts them in that Mars energy of chasing again with make the effort. So I'm going to pull from this Twin Flame Soulmates Oracle deck and see what we've got. When I split the deck, you see soulmates and relationship. So that's a good message for you. Let's see what we get, and we'll close this out. Okay, pile one. Let's see. Last messages on what makes your person feel jealous. I'm not gonna pull anymore. The same messages over and over. Look at that. That's a very beautiful and very intense card. You see the eye. You see, the couple in this person's eye lost love. This person's deep-seated fear of losing you, pile one, okay? Like this person, that transitional love, right? Like fear that you are going to move on, give me space, that you're going to say you need space and never come back. That is what's happened. That is what makes this person jealous, okay? This person feels really jealous when they feel like just the idea of you being with someone else, when they see you interacting with people in a way that they feel is either inappropriate or too funny, like too friendly. Like they don't like to see you interacting with people. They don't like to feel like you could possibly leave them for someone. They don't like you being around people they see as competition, that you would possibly leave them for. Like that's the energy. That is what their fear. This is what makes them feel jealous. See, this card really sums up that energy. That is great. I didn't think a card with this much detail of what makes this person jealous would come through. That's why I'm holding it into frame, because this is 100% like a picture of what makes this person feel jealous. Okay, let me see what's at the bottom. Puppy love. Look at that. Look at this beautiful pup. All of the kisses, right? The imagery tells, okay, all of the attention that you get, all of the crushes that people, like you're a person that a lot of people fall in love with, pile one. People get crushes on you and they're all interested in you, and they're like, oh, what's going on with pile one? Is pile one seeing anyone? Especially with all of this lack of communication. You two, some of you are here in either very private, hidden, not clear connections. Right? With all of this lack of communication, you may not have labels on your relationship, so you may be technically single. And so like this person does not like all of the attention that you get, okay? Like they don't like that people see you as an option. They're like, no, pile one is not available, okay? That's the energy, okay? So that is all I have for you today, pile one. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and get notified, okay? Thanks for watching. All right, pile two, if you selected the pink, purple, or fuchsia colored lighter, then this is your reading. Sorry, I have like a card in reverse and I do not play those games. I need to shuffle this deck, but I like all of my cards upright, and I take my jumpers in reverse. So I do read reversals, if you did not know. Just not in my deck. Okay, I like them all upright, and then I will take them as they come out. Sorry about the delay. Let me just get myself together. So could be some energy around what makes your person feel jealous, delays, them having to wait, them having to be patient as it relates to your time, your attention, and whatnot. Could have wanted to pick pile 1. I think I may have had like a slip of the tongue in pile. I mean, not in pile 1, but in the intro, if I'm remembering correctly. So some of you will be here for this pile. And that is okay. Pull what you need from all of these piles, and sometimes you get more of a personalized experience in that way. So let me pull. Okay, 2 cards. So you've got the King of Pentacles, the High Priestess. I want to pull, oh, look what's at the bottom. 9 of Wands. That is a card of delays. It is a card of intentional delays. It's that pause right before you reach completion of something. So let me get my last card and we'll tie this in what's going on. What makes your person feel jealous? Yep. So again, same energy, but I will pull what makes it unique. At the bottom, you have King of Cups. Some of you, this is tying into pile 1, and that because now you have the counterpart to that Queen of Cups that was there. If you are, just to get that out of the way so that I can develop this energy specifically, if you are here, it is that fear of you finding someone more like-minded, someone that is more of a match to you, whether we're talking mentally, emotionally, or culturally. Now, pile 2. This is a person that does have a deep-seated fear of you leaving them, this is okay. So I'm not going to develop this energy any further beyond this because I do have a concept in mind that with this same topic, and I don't want to flag this video, but some of you, this person worries about sexual compatibility. If whether it's a new connection where you stepped into that way, or if you are currently having relations and there's complications, or it's just not feeling like it should. This person worries about that, and it actually thinking about that makes them feel like you're gonna go venture out to get your needs fulfilled somewhere else. Okay, so that's as far as I can develop that energy. But you do have the High Priestess here. That is that 12th house Pisces Neptune energy of the fantasy, of the illusion. It is dreamlike energy. And so this person, so I will say some of you, it's one or the other. So some of you, this is a person, you have 2 King of Cups. This is technically 2 masculines. It could be third party situation, even though we're not gender specific. Your person could feel like there is like a King of Cups kind of lurking around, and they are the King of Pentacles. They're a lot more stable. They're a lot more secure, but they're a lot more dry, right? Like with the High Priestess, possibly distant, possibly hard to get in touch with, hard to engage, possibly very busy. But like there's this King of Cups, which is very flirtatious, romantic energy at the bottom of this pile, underlying energy that is there. And this person fears that you're gonna seek either that's a person that exists, or that's a person that's gonna come in, or that you're gonna seek out that person that's a lot more giving as it relates to love and romance and emotion. Like this person feels like they'd be good in terms of financially, but in terms of like passion and like romance and like again that sexual energy, they feel like you're gonna seek that elsewhere because they don't believe that you feel you're getting your needs met there, and they feel like you're keeping that a secret with the High Priestess. Now again, some of you, very specific, we're talking about exes, current partners. This could be a future connection, but this is 100% someone or fear that a crush may have. Like if this is a person that has a crush on you, this is a fear. Like they've already gotten ahead of themselves with this energy. Let me see what else I can see. That card is 8th house energy. So you've got Scorpio and Pisces both here, and that King of Cups. So again, that is someone that is this person kind of fears, like your dream person is someone that is highly intuitive, highly spiritual, someone deep subconscious. Like if you're on this channel, you might be into tarot astrology as well. So this person feels like you're going to want someone to bond with that kind of energy over. And if they're the King of Pentacles, they're a lot more logically based, a lot more like I'm hearing the word fiscal, right? That could be their energy and what they're invested in. So like you're again more into like astrology and tarot and everything, and they're like more fiscally minded. So they don't, there's that shift, right, in that death card, of you wanting someone that is again a little more sexual, a little more seductive, a little more in tune with the darker aspects of life, whether we're talking about the occult, whether we're talking about a new age spirituality or whatever. They're just feeling like there's a certain deepness or certain passion that you may not, or at least you perceive yourself as not being able to get from them. Not saying that's how you think, but that's what triggers their jealousy, is you bonding with someone over that Pisces, Scorpio, that 12th house, 8th house energy, which is funny because with those cards being here, it's possible that you have 8th or 12th house placements with this person that you're asking about, but they may not be as in tuned with that energy to really have that awareness of it yet in the connection. It just feels like this person is very, very concerned about you finding a certain deepness in someone else other than them in that King of Pentacles. But again, this person feels very, very stable in that King of Pentacles. They're just worried that they're not going to be able to find their inner King of Cups, again, not gender specific, enough to give you what you need in terms of a connection. So let me just start pulling from these astrology based decks so we can get more energy. This is a person that is very obsessed with the connection. At the bottom, I did split the deck just now, this Spirit de la Lune, and you have wild cards, super moon. So yeah, this person's, they feel like anything could happen, right? That's a chaotic energy in that death card. Like anything could shift. That's a transformation. It feels like death, and it rules inheritance, all of those things. Like they feel like on a whim you could just do something else without them knowing, because they have that balanced energy, that King of Pentacles, very stable, but you are not like them in terms of the stability. I'm not saying you're not stable, but I'm saying again, very, very solid, very sure. Day to day is planned. With this High Priestess and Death combination, it's kind of anything could go. And that kind of scares this person a little bit, but it also makes them incredibly jealous that, I don't want to say that they're not able to keep up, but that like you have all of this power and control in the connection, and they're just kind of there. I don't know another way to describe it. So let me get from these other decks, and maybe we'll be able to get more energy about that. You have Sagittarius energy coming through. It is the Explorer. Okay, same energy as pile 1, expanding, exploring. That's that exact same energy that I just touched on. You have Sovereignty, lunar eclipse, which it is divine feminine energy. So we don't like to get super gender specific here, but I will say right now this is divine feminine masculine energy, right? You've got King of Pentacles, King of Cups here, and you also have like 2 kings, which would be masculine energy, and lunar eclipse, which is feminine energy. Okay, so it is being in control. It feels like here in this connection, the feminine is the one that is in more of control, because and it frightens the masculine, and that's how I'll not leave it, but I want to pull more cards so I can get more energy on what makes this person jealous. Definitely stepping into your power makes this person jealous on both ends, because it could be on either side. Like you could be on the divine feminine side or the divine masculine side. That the person, you stepping into your power, really frightens this person, and just knowing who you are in your divine feminine self, divine masculine self, because they don't know what to do with that energy in the High Priestess, in the Death card. They don't know how to handle that, or at least they perceive themselves as not knowing how to handle you stepping into that energy and evolving and growing and ascending. Okay, let me pull and see more. But they're I don't know if you have a very flirtatious energy, but the fear, the jealousy is aligned with you exploring your options and kind of flirting with people and just being very open to other people. Okay. So what is this? Yin. Okay, so here we go again with the receptive energy. That is also what I would consider divine and feminine energy. I think I had a reference in the last pile to yin yang energy. So it says intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. So again, being very receptive, that is what this person's worried about, is you finding more somewhere else. At the bottom, you have house 3. So this is a mirror of pile 1. Those of you where you didn't come from that, that's okay. You might want to go back and watch that one, but you don't have to. This is early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind communication, that rational mind energy stepping in. I do get that from that King of Pentacles. And I'll pull from the Moonology deck and see. Yeah, so the messages that come through are the messages that come through. I deeply cleanse, because once I recognized that pile 2 was going to definitely have influences from pile 1, I think even in the intro, I wanted to make sure that I got clear messages that were distinct from that pile for those of you that are not selecting it as well. What is this? A time to give rather than a time to take. Okay, so new moon in Virgo, we have Virgo energy. This is 6th house energy of day-to-day life. It is also ruled by Mercury, so you have Gemini and Virgo on the table. A time to give rather than take. At the bottom, you have full moon in Aquarius, show the real you. That is very much in alignment with the explorer and sovereignty. The Aquarius rules the 11th house of networking and acquaintances. So again, flirtatious energy, kind of public energy, like dealing with people, dealing with a lot of people. So I don't know if your job, your career, your school, what you do day to day puts you in a position to interact with people, but you have a very giving energy with that Virgo. It is acts of service. So like you help people a lot. You may work in customer service, that job, or some of you here are actual like sex workers and whatnot. We don't judge here. Like, live your life, make your money. There's varying energies of like, because 6th house rules your work. It rules your job, your day-to-day work, how you make your money. Not necessarily your career, but how you make your money. And with it coming out with that 11th house, is all about networking and interacting. So you may be in a sales position, again, customer service, anything that puts you in a position where you have to deal with a lot of people, and you may have a lot of flirtatious clients or whatnot. And like this person, it makes their blood boil. Literally thinking about you talking to the people that will like you, that flirt with you, that interact with you on a regular basis. It just really, whether they communicate that or not, they don't like it, but they know that it's what you do to advance yourself, to be who you are, and they know that that's a natural energy that you carry with you with that sovereignty card, regardless of gender. Your person just does not like how other people react to you and how you feed into it, whether it's because it's something you have to do for your job, or if it's just your natural flirtatious nature. Okay. Let's pull from Melanin Pop, because it is a very eclectic deck with a plethora of messages, and I would like to see what it has to say about what makes your person feel jealous. So let me see which of these cards will come out for you, pile 2. Revenge. Newness, revenge body, luxury, reaching goals, sudden success. Same message. Like you ascending, sovereignty in your divine energy, whether you are masculine, feminine, both, exploring, expanding, higher education, learning more, gaining more skills, gaining more lucrative skills, expanding your projects, your businesses, networking in this card right in the Aquarius energy, expanding your network, communicating with people, being put in a position with people that can help you ascend, but maybe a little more flirtatious than your person likes, right? Revenge. This person just really fears and it's jealous. Like sometimes they think that you try to make them jealous on purpose, right? Like sometimes they feel like you do that on purpose. So, and they don't like that. So they also see, again, reaching goals and success. If you've ascended very quickly in your career, in your job, or if you're doing something that will lead to this, right? Spilling tea. If you started something recently that looks like it's going to be very lucrative, your person sees that and they're like, oh, like you're just doing that to compete with me, to get back at me, or so that you can eventually leave me. That energy from Power 1 is coming through. But it's like this person gets jealous, one, of your success, of you reaching goals, but of what that means for them and their possible role in your life, of you possibly leaving them in the death card, the questions in the high priestess, the uncertainty of, okay, so Power 2 is ascending, where does that leave us? Okay, yeah, so honey, sweet and sticky, kind, caring, compassionate, loving, physical touch. So some of you are sex workers, whether that is varying types of what that means. Some of you customer service, sales, just relationship management. There's a lot of people that you have to manage and interact with, and it's important for your day-to-day life, right? You making your day-to-day money in that Virgo energy, not just your career, but in your network, in your day-to-day, for how you make money, that these people like you, whether or not you want to be so flirtatious with these individuals, or touchy-feely with these individuals, or super helpful and overextending, right? You have caring, compassionate, you have Virgo of service. If you have to do it for your job, right? And some of you this person is not liking it. But sweet and sticky, it's like they can't even. This is a person that probably would be like, I'm not even trying to see you at work. I'm not even trying to come to work functions with you. I'm not even, like, that's how this person is. But yeah, like something about the people around you in your network. It doesn't even have to be work specifically, even though Virgo rules that. It's just day-to-day life. So people in your network. It doesn't have to be like friends of your friends, like how flirtatious you are, or like if you have friends of your friends, people in your network, whether social, professional, cultural, community-based network, that are like super flirty or possibly have an interest in you, really makes this person jealous. Okay, so let me pull from these love-based decks so we can make the do. So what makes Power 2's person, and sweet and sticky is also along with revenge. I'll touch on it briefly. This X-rated 18 plus energy really gets this person going. Like, this is a person that's like, oh, you're doing that to make me jealous. It's working. Again, sweet and sticky and revenge, it's like, you know, it gives like makeup, sex, and everything. So it just, that energy came through. I wanted to just share it without over clarifying, because this isn't that kind of reading, okay? But yeah, it gets this person going, making them want to stake their claim or kind of put you in your place, okay? This is also a person that would try to make you jealous back, just so we're clear, okay? Like, oh, you want to flirt? I can flirt too. So that's funny. That's the energy you two have out too. So let me see. Got two coming out. Okay, makes this person jealous. Let me just, okay, so you've got, what is that? So a card slipped from the top. I guess I'll take it. Okay, yeah. So I'll take it, but I don't, like, because I shuffled, you heard. I'm going to just put it off to the side because this is the same card from Power 1. So those of you that didn't want to watch Power 1, I'll just read this for you so you don't have to go back. But you probably want Power 1 because it's, yeah, it's heavy. So transitional love, it says you're attracting a relationship that serves a transitional role. Could be a perfect pastime. I'll move it way over here somewhere just because it happened already. So this person is afraid of you moving on. Block from love is your card that came out naturally. It says there may be emotional baggage from the past blocking you from true love. It's time to release it. Same energy as Power 1 as well. But those of you, this person is worried that like you're gonna glow up and just like cut them off. that's why you have the death card underneath that Virgo energy. So you have past life, again, that past energy coming through again needs to be released. That person is projecting their past trauma onto you, and you may be doing the same. And it's not just necessarily past life, could be their family, right? Their parents, how they witnessed their parents interact with one another, or grandparents, because of this image. You'll meet someone you've known in a past life, someone from your soul group. Also, this person with those two cards fears having to see you be with someone else, like fears you marrying someone else if you're already married, or if you're engaged, or if you're not married, or if that's something you could see in the future. Like, this person is not trying to see you end up with someone else. Fast lane, you have something feels different about this love, and you're not afraid to charge ahead. Hopefully this love will last. This person feels like you're running, right? The explorer, just constantly on the move. I'm gonna just cover up transitional love since we got that message in pile 1. If you want that message more clarified, just go back to pile 1. But I need space for my cards. Okay, so but fast lane, like you're constantly growing. So I am spilling tea, pile 2. You are ascending, and your person sees it. Your person sees your potential. They see where you're going. They know you're going to be very successful, and they're hoping they can keep up. Okay, like their fear is you charging ahead and leaving them behind, right? Blocked from love, becoming the past, like becoming an ex, like they fear being your ex. Okay, and like that makes them really jealous when you think about that being a possibility. So let me pull from this Black Hollywood Romance Oracle. It really bothers them because they feel like you're like the cream of the crop, like you're the best thing that they will ever have in terms of love. Like they don't believe they can do any better than you, but they in their mind believe that you could definitely do better than them. So just watch it. Let's see. Let me see what makes them jealous. Okay, at the bottom you have best part. If life were a movie, being with each other would be the best part. You both bring out the better parts of each other. So best part, it talks about, where am I going to put this? I have space here and you can still see it. So it talks about this person really seeing you, again, being the best partner for them, seeing that you both bring out the best versions for each other. They're hoping you see that too. But that, what makes them jealous? Attraction. Okay, best part, how that applies to their jealousy is, again, the idea of losing what you two have makes them go crazy. Okay, but attraction, look at that. Okay, Carmen. So this is exactly the energy that you've been giving this whole reading, pile 2. Love that for you, but don't love that for your connection. Like you have this radiant, sovereign energy, this divine energy, whether it's divine feminine, divine masculine, both. Like you have this powerful presence, this powerful energy that just makes people pull people in with that yin card, and people want to be close to you. It's why you will be very, very successful in this life, very, very lucrative career paths and businesses you will own. But your partner, your relationships, if you've dated a lot, like your relationships have suffered due to your partner's insecurity as it relates to how people react to you, right? It says your captivating energy makes you attractive. You wear confidence. Well, you have this energy, and your partner knows it, and your partner is very, very insecure about it. Your person just is really, they do not like the way other people react to you. They don't like the way other people look at you. They don't like the way other people talk to you or talk about you. And the idea of like people talking to you and looking at you like that when they're not all around, like they think about that. Okay, so let me pull from this deck and see what we have. This person does have a lot of trauma. And I say that because we talked about that marriage, right? That blocked from love energy and that past life. And you have, I'll pull it up right so we can read it, but you have honeymoon. It says, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Well, in reverse, it talks about like you not doing that with them. It talks about the honeymoon phase being over. They're worried that you'll bore of them, like you'll move on from them. You'll be with someone else and they'll become a memory, a distant memory from the past, blocked out, let go. And again, healing family issues. I think I mentioned, looking at that card, like trauma from their family. family, like they're possibly parents, grandparents, could even be aunts and uncles, just older people in their life that they've seen go through relationship issues. It says healing family issues here, right? Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So again, could be very specific to their parents. I'll put this on top of Show the World the Real You, just because it fits. But yeah, definitely this person is very, very traumatized by their past and things they've observed in relationships in their past. Okay. Let me pull, this is my last deck and we'll close it out. This is a twin flame soulmate hybrid deck that I merged. Love that. It's funny, as I said that, twin flames is in the middle. At the bottom you have heartbreak, deeply fear separation, right? So let me see if I can shuffle this more and we'll pull. Pile one only got one card from this deck because it told everything. Like, it was very detailed. Again, those of you that didn't watch pile one, that are watching this pile, like, I think you should go back. I'm not gonna pressure you to, but I think you should. Lots of messages there as well. Okay, what makes them jealous? Definitely. Okay, so this person sees you as their end game. Okay, you have fireworks. Fireworks has a lot of meanings here. Okay, fireworks, it is you being attracted to someone else, the honeymoon phase being over with them, and you having a spark with someone else. You two likely had a spark. I think, yeah, at the bottom you have 8th house, 12th house energy. They know that you had a spark with them. They fear theirs fading with you and you having that spark that you had with someone else. Okay, like looking at someone else the way you look at them, right? They fear you kind of like looking into your eyes and seeing your love for them fade. And that actually is relevant for power one, but that's the messages that I'm hearing with fireworks. But they see you as fireworks, like that star power energy, that attraction, like you could have anybody. That's what they fear, you recognizing that. But they want this with you. Okay, and I say that because at the bottom you have the future. Look at that married couple. So you've got that imagery twice. They fear the future. The thoughts of the future make them incredibly jealous, because even though they see you as their end game, they don't know that they are yours. Okay, they fear that, like, their jealousy gets triggered anytime they think of the future, because in their mind, as long as they're either stagnant or not evolving, not growing, not keeping up with you, you'll move on and be married, happy, successful, and they'll just be somewhere else without you. Okay, so that is what makes them jealous. Thinking of you being with someone else, thinking of you being married, possibly starting a family with someone else, like fireworks. It makes them very, very aggressively jealous with that card. Okay, that future with someone that's not them. Okay, so that is all I have for you today, pile 2. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and be notified. Okay, thanks for watching. All right, pile 3, if you selected the blue lighter, then this is your reading. We're gonna see what makes your person jealous. So let me get a shuffle so we can see what makes them feel jealous. Pile 3. Right away, we've got a card. 10 of Wands. So let me see what that's all about. That's an energy of overextending, overexerting. So if you have been, okay, 6 of Wands. If you've been doing that, overextending, overexerting, over sharing your resources, your energy, then this person fears you're gonna tire of doing that. Okay, they fear they're gonna tire of doing that, and you're gonna seek success elsewhere. They see you working hard, they see you having success, and they're seeing themselves as a burden in the mix. Okay, and they worry about that. Very familiar energy. Some of you are watching all of the piles. Thank you for your support. Let me get another card and see if I can. The Emperor. That is Aries energy. First house. So very stepping into one's personal power, one's personal success, one doing well for themselves. I'm going to pull one more so I can develop this energy. Okay, pile 3. You've got the Chariot in reverse, which some of you, this person fears. It makes them jealous when if you live together when you aren't home. Like if you're not at home and like if you go on a trip or you go stay somewhere else or do something, they don't like that. Like that makes them incredibly jealous because they're wondering where you are and who you're actually with, especially since you do have that High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. She is here to make sure that we understand that we can't see everything, that that's all of the illusions, the delusions, the fantasies that this person is concocting in their head, factual or otherwise. It's just where their mind goes when they don't know what's going on with you. So like I said, doing well, moving on. Like if you travel for work, that makes them jealous. If you often have to go other places, work long hours, do other things, that makes them jealous, because the Chariot is Cancer energy. That's fourth house energy of the home, right? And Aries is self. So it's like when you're off by yourself, doing things away from the home, especially as it relates to your successes and you being praised by other people. And the Six of Wands, that is another thing that makes them incredibly jealous, you being praised by other people, whether it is because they think that everybody that's complimenting you is flirting. Like in their mind, it's like, oh no, they're not nice. They're not just giving you kudos. This person is invested in you. This person wants you. This person's attracted to you. Like nobody's that nice. Like that's your person's mentality, pile 3. Like pile 3, the person you're asking about is like, no one's that friendly. This person is trying to get in your pants. Like that's the kind of energy that comes through for them. They're always suspicious. They're always thinking that someone's out to like take what's theirs. And in this instance, it's you, pile 3, right? With that High Priestess energy. They're like, oh, I've got it all figured out. Like this person's not being nice. They don't think you're that good at what you do. They don't think you're doing well. They just want you, they want to compliment you as a means to an end of getting close to you. Like they think that everybody's trying to get close to you, which is hilarious. Very insecure. So let's see. So many cards. Okay, I just dropped a ton of cards. And I think I have the one that came out by itself. Yeah, I do. I'll shuffle for another one to be fair, but at the bottom you do have Blessing Moon, which is contentment. So you get, as you become more blessed, they become more concerned about it, because like, you know, they feel like, again, they could get left behind. So you do have B, right? B, being yourself. That is that Emperor energy, that Aries energy of first house, self and self-actualization, like knowing who you are, being confident who you are, projecting yourself out authentically to the world, which is leading to success. Okay. Let me get one more from this deck. Yes. Okay. Which is, okay, so you maybe have Aries placements. Or you may be really focused on yourself and your progression and self-care, self-love, self-improvement, because you have a lot of first house energy coming through. You have, come on. I have a lot going on, so it's not like wanting to, okay, so the Inspirer, Aries, okay? At the bottom, you have Surrender in reverse, number 27 may be relevant, 18 and 37 as well. So you have Surrender in reverse. This person is really jealous, again, when you don't come home, when you don't kind of like, this person may have an energy of wanting you to be a little submissive, like you kind of wanting you to kind of do what you're told, not necessarily in excess or in a toxic way, but just like, why are you like they may find you combative in some ways with that Aries card. Like, why can't you just do what I ask you to do? That may be the energy. Like, they may see you as combative, and like it makes you jealous. It makes them jealous because you're very defiant. Like, you're the type to do what you want, when and how you want. And because you're progressing, whether it's socially, academically, professionally, with that inspirer and emperor card, possibly into leadership and whatnot, like they're feeling like left in the dark, like they don't really know what's going on with you. Like, I'm hearing like, I don't know who you are anymore. That's a very dramatic take, okay? But like, this person is just like, why can't you just be agreeable for once? That's the energy. Like when you disagree with them or whatever, it makes them jealous, because it's like, okay, like I don't, like in the most extreme cases, it's like, okay, you're disagreeing with me, you're agreeing with someone else. Like they see that as like affection. Like if like, so if it's an instance of there's two opposing opinions, one's theirs, one's another person, especially if this is someone that they see as sexual competition, because I see that here, they get really upset about that. Like that makes them jealous. Okay, like you're siding with them, like you're going against them. Like that's how they see it. But huge themes of like sexual competition for this pile. That's the overall thing. Okay, very, very Mars, conquering, active energy. It is that this is the most directly competitive, I think, pile, as it relates to your, like, the person's affection. Like your person gets like, I'm not gonna lie, like your person might get jealous and actually want to fight, like physically, people that they feel are like coming on to you or like are in their way as it relates to you. Because again, remember, Mars, that is a god of war. Aries, that is that energy, okay? I'll grab those two cards and take this bottom in a second. With all of this, I was looking at B and the Inspire and Surrender reverse again, and remember, like I just was saying, that defiant energy, that you agreeing with someone else. They don't like you seeming influenced by anyone else that they see as sexual competition. Those words I'm using very specifically because I'm hearing it that way. Like this isn't that kind of a reading, but I have to say it in that way because it's kind of like a dominant, like dom sub energy of anyone they see that could influence you, or sees any influences of other people on you, whether you're easily influenced or not. I don't see that you are, but like if they see remnants of other people, like if you say things that someone that they see as sexual competition said, like they're like, oh, you're just regurgitating what such and such said. Like you're just saying what they said. Like they showed you something and now you're running with it. Like they don't like you being taught or inspired or influenced by anyone, right? With that Emperor energy, that's your person. Anyone, right? Like they don't like that. So it's just like for example, if you have a partner and you have a mentor or of some kind that they deem sexual competition, it's like, oh, you sound just like them. So like I'm talking to you, I'm sharing a concept with you, and like you're either disagreeing with me or you're saying, oh no, it's fine, such and such said, but it's like you're not supposed to be influenced by them, pile 3, you're supposed to be influenced by me. It's a very controlling energy, I'm not gonna lie, but like that's how this person is coming across for your reading. So let me see. Oh yeah, it's 2 cards, so I will take them. Fiery energy. So the one, like they fell like this on the floor. And the first one, it is Leo. It says self-confidence, loyalty, creativity. So it fell in reverse. Let me put it like it's supposed to. But okay, so I don't want to lose this point, so I'm going to. High Priestess and all of this Aries energy feels like now this could be fact or this could be your person's perception of you being influenced a lot more than you realize. Like you're stubborn in some ways, but you're easily influenced in others. And so because of this, they feel like you overly identify with certain people based on the situation. Like if it's work, like you may over identify with a boss. If it's a hobby, you may over identify with the person that's teaching it to you. Like they feel like you have this like hero worship energy, right? Like you have like a hero worships energy with that emperor, and you're like, they can see it because I guess they feel like you've had it with them, or you could have it with them. But they when they see you do it with other people, or they interpret that, they get really upset and jealous, because they feel like when you start sharing concepts and ideas with someone they deem sexual competition, then that's a very intimate, like you're taking on their ideas, you're like agreeing with them, like you're bonding mentally and emotionally, right? Like that's how they take that. So that's why it's like they feel like somebody's in their territory when that happens. Like, so if you say something or share something that's a concept that you may have gotten from somebody that, again, they deem sexual competition, they don't want to hear it. They're not even open to it. They don't care if it's right, if it's logical. Like if someone shows you how to fix something and it's someone that they deem sexual competition, they're throwing the thing that needs to be fixed away and buying a new one. Like that's the energy. So the other card you have is Aries in reverse. So that, again, that Aries energy, it doesn't have to be your placements, but it's all about self identity. It's all about your identity and how you identify and how you project yourself into the world, and also that war energy. So I'm trying to get this clear. It says independence, bravery, passion. Again, Leo and Aries both in reverse, 2 fire signs. At the bottom you have the fixed energy. Look at that hand. It's like a pause, right? It says stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. Okay, and the fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Okay, so you do have so you may be very fixed in nature, but you're not like an initiator, right? Like cardinal energy, all of this Aries energy is initiating energy. So either one or both, okay? Either when you start something and someone else helps you evolve and improve the process that they deem sexual competition, makes them jealous. If someone shows you something new and you cling to it and you begin to develop it and everything in fixed energy, like you are, like you'll cling to a concept and you'll make it better, you'll improve it. If you know the modalities, you'll understand what I'm talking about. You can research that. You know, we talk about cardinal, fixed, and mutable signs. This is the energy I'm describing. But if someone initiates that cardinal energy, and then, because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, but that makes it the first cardinal sign. Okay, it makes it the first initiating energy. That's why it rules like war and activity and such. When you cling to someone else's initiating energy concepts, makes them jealous. They do not like that. And you know what I'm talking about if this is your pile, because your person, you'll think back on times and situations where your person's like acting crazy for no reason because of this that I'm describing. And this is for those of you in obviously established situations or have had established situations. If this is brand new energy, like we're talking about like secret admirers, crushes, someone that your next partner, how they'll react to their jealousy, be on the lookout for that, okay? Because this is how this person acts, okay? Let me pull from this Moonology deck. Card flipped over. A time for healing. That is very ominous and vague. Okay, give me a second to sit with this energy. So it's like an energy of not really projecting out, of stable. So I don't know if it's when you stop, because it was in the other piles, when you stop engaging and when you stop extending your energy to them, it bothers them. But yeah, definitely. At the bottom, you have a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. I'll just take it. We'll take it. And then, because we have love-based decks to get into. So, them feeling like they could lose you and you would pull back and you starting a new connection with someone else really bothers them, right? Libra, 7th house energy. That is a card of like established connections on paper. Yeah. And contracts, right? Business contracts as well. So let me pull from this Melanin Pop deck, because it has so many different types of messages. I'm curious to see what pile 3 is going to get from it. because this is not just the love-based deck. There are love messages, but there's so many other archetypes here in here. So let's see what we get for pile 3. I'm almost saying I want to pull, yeah, I want more than one from this deck because of this pile. Clarity, okay, hold on, let's get it together. Clarity, honesty, survival, wisdom, self-discovery, the desert. So again, self-discovery, like self. Anytime you hyperfixate on the self, pile 3, it bothers them because in their mind it's like, okay, you're thinking about you, you're not thinking about us, right? You're thinking about you and where you're going and what you've got going on, but you're not thinking about us. So it makes that person, pile 3, feel like your plans are with someone else. Okay, so I'm gonna pull one more and then I'll take the bottom because I'm curious to see. This is an interesting pile. Okay, 2 more. And I was thinking 2 more, but I wasn't going to do that. So at the bottom, you have soulmate, destiny, connection, love, unconditional compatibility. Look at that. So again, this person has deep feelings for you. Okay, so I'm hearing like if you identify with like a twin flame or whatever, even if you don't, like, you know how there's people that believes that there's various soulmates, various types of people that you could fall in love with. Like you may have the one, or you don't have to even believe in the main one, but there is like you have various soulmates and not all of them are romantic. So this person does not like it when you have other soulmates that are meant to come into your life, that are meant to develop you. Like I said, whether or not it's romantic based, even platonic soulmates, right? If your platonic soulmates are people that your person would deem sexual competition, they don't care about your evolution and growth because they are not trying to lose you. They do not want to even play those kinds of games of you being close with someone that you could possibly leave them for. Okay. The first card that came out when I was shuffling is performer. I'm like trying to there it almost. Anyway, it says shine, confidence. I don't know what's going on. Your person may not be seeing things clearly because I feel like I'm struggling right now and there's nothing going on. Usually it's the incense smoke. But anyway, there it is. Shine, confidence, musician, spotlight, dance, communication, performer. Okay, so that's you. But that's also people that they deem competition, people they feel could outshine them, people they feel they have to compete with. It bothers them, especially someone influential, someone that could be an influence to you, someone that could teach you things, share knowledge with you, again, help you evolve. Anyone that comes in that can teach you things that they feel like they can't or should be bothers them. You do have secret admirer, crush, stranger, love. I'm just gonna read it. Daydreaming, surprises. So one of the things that bothers this person that makes them jealous is that I don't know that you realize, pile 3 with the high priestess, okay, so you have the various soulmates, you have the people that are meant to evolve you, again, not necessarily just romantically, but platonically, friends that are coming in that they deem sexual competition of any gender, people that you could possibly be interested in on a romantic level, even if you aren't at this point in time. They can tell that these people secretly admire you on a deeper level. Like they can see the signs. Like they're like, I know how I behave, so I know how this person isn't slick, right? So like they can tell that people that you're invested in because you're just, friends, mentors, teachers, people that are coming in to help you, co-workers, support you and help you grow, evolve. They can tell that there's something more there in instances where this person would see them as sexual competition. Like not just like if this is a platonic friend, like for example, if you are if you're straight, like that's the easiest way to describe it without if you're straight, this person knows 100% that you're straight. If you're bisexual, it does not count. If you are straight and this person sees you hanging out with a lot with your same-sex friends, they're fine as long as those same-sex friends aren't bringing you around people they deem sexual competition to evolve evolve yourself, and like spending a lot of time there. If you have an opposite sex soulmate coming in, well, even if it's someone that you know, like you would never date, like they feel like family, it seems gross that you would even like entertain them romantically, your person doesn't trust it. They don't care. It's someone that they in their mind could see be in sexual competition. They're not having it. It makes them incredibly jealous. Okay, so those are some of the instances. Like you can see what I mean. Like they don't care. They don't care. Logic is out the window when it comes to your person. But they're on to something in some instances. Like there's some instances where even you may be in denial about it, or you truly can't see that there's people that are interested in you on a romantic level or attracted to you in that way because of that energy that you have. And you're just like, oh no, that's just such and such. And your person's like, I'm not even playing with you. Okay, like that person's interested in you and it makes me uncomfortable. Like that's the kind of energy coming through for your person. So let me pull from these love-based decks so we can get through. Exactly the energy I'm talking about. Devil in disguise. This person, your person always thinks that everybody's scheming, and in some instances it's true. Okay, like devil in disguise. It says someone may appear like an angel but has a hidden dark side. Don't let them pull the wool over your eyes. So you may be a little green, you may be a little naive, you may think that everybody is just your friend, pile 3, but your person sees it in some instances like this person's not your friend. This person's trying to get close to you because they want you, right? Like this person wants you, especially can't show this card, so I'll put the devil in disguise back on it. You have office affair, so I'm just gonna office affair, and it says you'll meet someone at the office or connected to work. Tread carefully, and that tread carefully is the direct message for you in your reading, pile 3, because your person in some instances they're on to something. Like there is somebody connected to your work, right? That connected to your work, connected to your hobbies, connected to whatever projects, businesses, things that you're working on that you may be close to, may be friends with, and you say, oh, it's just platonic, that's just my friend, they're just my mentor, they're teaching, they could be a little older than you, more experience, have connections, try to help you out with your career. But your person's not stupid. Your person's like, listen, that person has ulterior motives. That person's why do you think they're being so nice? Like your person's like got it all figured out. They're like, why do you think they're being so nice? Why do you think they're being so helpful? Why would they share these tips with you? You know, why are they so invested in your success? Like what do they gain from it? They don't. They just like you. You know what I mean? So just don't brush off your partner if they have genuine concerns. Just kind of be a little more open-minded, because I do see some of you here like, you know, that don't let them pull the wool over your eyes. Like some of you, this person or these people or people that will come in or could come around, they are interested in more than what you're willing to offer them. So just make sure that you have appropriate boundaries, and that you're at least aware of these people's intentions and feelings towards you. Okay, so let me pull. I have 3 more decks. I'm going to pull right now from the Black Hollywood Romance Stars, and then the Romance Angels, and then I have I guess what is this? Okay, I do have should I take, I'll just put them down, it's not gonna hurt anything. So my thing that I'm annoyed by right now while I'm deep sighing is because I have a card that came, and I have 2 cards that I was like, I don't know if I want to take, and like my bottom is not my true bottom, so now I feel like I should shuffle again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, let me just put the deck down, we'll talk about the card that was supposed to come, we'll shuffle for another one, and then take the bottom. So you have divine union in reverse. So if this person knows the concept of like soulmates, twin flames, or whatever, this is their fear. Divine union in reverse, like you leaving them, you being with someone else, you giving up on the connection. If that's not verbiage or labels that they like to use, they still worry that you're gonna go and be with someone else. You probably want to watch pile 1 and 2. Some of you are here for all of the piles, and I really appreciate the support. But I'll pull it upright so you can see beautiful energy here upright. It says, congratulations. It's time to celebrate. Both you and your partner have healed and learned the important lessons to allow this union to manifest. They worry about you giving up on the connection. They worry about you giving up on the evolution and evolving and growing with them. Okay, I've got my one. At the bottom, you have it's a vibe. Enjoy the good vibes and energy with this person because they are like no other. So they worry that you're gonna find a vibe with somebody else. They worry that you're gonna vibe too much with these people that are influencing you or this person. Exactly. At the bottom, you have coming out, you have third party in reverse. There's something or someone that's affecting your relationship. It's time to address it. So they're worried, like a divine union, third party in reverse. They're worried that they see this person as a block in your connection. If this is a specific person, they see people of influence possibly being a block in your connection, and you vibing with somebody and it kind of throwing a wrench in the connection, and you wanting to step out or move on, and it like throwing off the union. Like that's why you have third party and divine union reverse. Like they're fighting that. They get jealous because they're like thinking of the idea of someone else like coming in and just creating drama and confusion in the connection. Okay, especially that specific person if this is something and if this is what we're talking about. Okay, so let me pull from this one. Okay, part 3. Makes them jealous. Here we go. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. And playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. That is that same it's a vibe energy. It is saying not you give your relationship a chance. It's showing you that your person, for whatever reason, sees you as extremely impressionable to others. They're concerned that you're going to be open to exploring your options with other people, even while in your connection, hence divine union and third party in reverse. They feel like if you meet someone that you're really connecting with, vibing with, either platonically, and it could evolve, especially work related, projects related and whatnot. They're worried about that. Like they're worried that you would like just try to see what's up, be curious enough, intrigued enough to see, impressionable enough, devil in disguise, to be led astray by someone that's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like just get caught up in a moment with somebody. That's how your person sees situations. And that's what triggers their jealousy. So I don't know what it is about you that's making your person feel that way, but that is how they are feeling. So I have my last deck here. It is the Soulmates Twin Flame Oracle hybrid that I mixed. So let's see what card we get from this. I'm only going to pull one as I did in the other piles. Okay, here we go. Because it came. Okay, exactly the message. I love the confirmation. Don't love this energy for your relationship and your connection. So let's work through it. Sending you healing energy, because if you have swept away, right? That is what triggers this person jealousy. Just like I said, at the bottom you have opening. And so it's you being very, very receptive to other people that they deem sexual competition. It's the idea of you being open, flirtatious, and receptive to giving a chance to someone else, getting caught up in the vibe, being swept away in the moment, and being open to someone else that could possibly lead to cheating, infidelity, third-party situations. Like they feel like you could very easily get wrapped up in an affair with someone you deeply admire, just because you connect with people very deeply, even when and identify with people very deeply, even especially when you're learning and growing and taking advice from them. Okay, so that is all I have for you today, pile 3. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and get notified. Okay, thanks for watching.